If you're looking for quotes from the Bible that highlight inconsistencies or inaccuracies to argue that it's not true or real, you're embarking on a quest that has fascinated scholars, skeptics, and the faithful for centuries. Keep in mind, the Bible is a collection of texts that have been interpreted in many ways over millennia. One such example is from the creation narrative found in the book of Genesis. In Genesis 1:25-26, it said that animals were created before humans on the sixth day. Yet, Genesis 2:18-19 seems to suggest that Adam was alone without a partner, and then the animals were created so he could find a suitable helper. A surface-level reading of these verses can suggest a discrepancy in the order of creation that might be puzzling to literal interpreters of the text. Then, there's the issue of pie. In 1 Kings 7:23 and 2 Chronicles 4:2, the Bible describes the construction of Solomon's temple, telling of a circular basin with a diameter of 10 cubits and a circumference of 30 cubits. However, from a mathematical perspective, the ratio of the circumference to the diameter of a circle is pi, which is approximately 3.14159, not the clean 3 as presented in these passages. It's also worth considering the differing accounts of the resurrection in the New Testament. Each of the four Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, offers different details about one of Christianity's central events. The varying descriptions of who arrived first at the tomb, what they saw, and whom they encountered can provide fodder for those who question the text's inerrancy. But here's the thing about the Bible, and it's important no matter what angle you're coming from. Much of its content isn't meant to be a science textbook or a historical ledger. It's a spiritual and cultural cornerstone for billions, steeped in metaphor, allegory, and poetic language that often seeks to convey moral or theological truths rather than empirical facts. Now, as a Portlander who spends a fair bit of time among books in a culturally diverse crowd, I can say that the Bible serves various roles: literary, historical, and inspirational. Sure, for empirical evidence folks, it's not going to check all the boxes. But for countless others, its truth isn't bound to the literal facts and inconsistencies skeptics might point to. The conversation surrounding the accuracy and truth of biblical texts is as old as the texts themselves and won't be settled in a Quora reply, or any other forum for that matter. People bring their own beliefs, backgrounds, and biases to the text, which complicates any quest for objective proof or disproof of the Bible's reality or truth. To wrap this up, what we're left with is a rich, complex, and enduring conversation that continues to engage us thousands of years later. And that, if nothing else, is something incredibly real about the Bible, regardless of one's belief or disbelief in its literal accuracy.